Future of Canadian Immigration. In this video, we will talk about 5 months into a new COVID-19 world, Canadian immigration reflections and what will the future hold. As we soon enter our 5th month of a new reality, the world is changing and unfolding rapidly. Each day brings a spectrum of news, emotions, and developments ranging from the promise of a vaccine before the end of 2020 to others warning that we may live with COVID-19 for years, or perhaps permanently. Border restrictions remain in effect, and immigration flow slowed, the health of many in peril, and the economy shaken to its financial core. Each day many of us ask, what does the future hold? How will we find a way, recover, move forward? Our world of Canadian immigration is inextricably tied to the delicate societal, economic, and political tapestry that the world finds itself. Unquestionably, this remains a very challenging time. In Ontario, much of the province has reopened, although the state of emergency in Ontario has been extended to mid-July, and the border closure until at least the 21st of July 2020 for the United States, and the 31st of July 2020 for other parts of the world. As always, our team continue to closely monitor and listen to public health sources for accurate and up-to-date information regarding the evolving situation with COVID-19. Although there is much excitement about reopening, medical sources have reiterated the virus is present, effective treatment and/or vaccine are not available, immunity duration and health consequences for even those that are asymptomatic is still unknown for those that have contracted the virus, and a second and potentially more dangerous wave could emerge, with estimates ranging from September to December. See latest updates on the links mentioned below in the description and comments section. Although the wave has been flattened, the number of new cases in Ontario, and in particular, Toronto, is still too high for effective tracing. The virus does appear to be less contagious in open spaces, with appropriate distancing and masking. Public health authorities also continue to urge that, unless a return to the workplace is absolutely essential, it should be avoided. As we reflect on Canadian immigration developments, the modernization that began a number of years ago will have to move at a scorching pace to facilitate the movement of Canadian immigrants, both temporary and permanent. Immigration remains lifeblood for Canada, and that will not change. In looking at some of the high-level and macro implications, much can be learned from these past 4 months. High-level immigration and economic implications. Although the flow has been slowed, permanent residents, workers, students, and essential visitors continue to enter Canada. The potential for subsequent waves and hotspots like the United States makes immigration forecasting extremely difficult. Any reopening of the border with the United States may have to be done on a piecemeal basis, as a full-scale reopening is not imminently foreseeable at this time. Some financial sources confirm this is the most disruptive financial event since World War II, and the recovery will be slow and uneven with no V-shaped recovery. Consumer spending, investment, trade, travel, supply chains, all significantly down. Macro-level immigration and economic implications. Need for even more science, innovation, and skill demand for immigrants. Anti-globalization will mean more onshoring and the need for local or immigrant labor. Diminished wealth and deflationary pressures. New work models. Day-to-day tasks will be difficult to complete. Takeaways. The need for immigrant labor and skill will only increase as more countries, and Canada is likely no exception, will seek to manufacture, create, innovate, supply within its borders. Immigration authorities will need to become even more nimble and responsive to what could be a long-term situation, and the need for ongoing and increasing immigrants to meet worsening demographics in Canada. The Federal Court of Canada is one shining example of instituting remote hearings as the de facto position in these uncertain times. Regrettably, in our view, the Immigration and Refugee Board has not followed suit. Applicants will require representatives more than ever to navigate an increasingly complex and frequently shifting Canadian immigration landscape. Stay the course, Canadian Immigration Central. We continue to follow the situation and risk levels actively and are ready to implement immediate changes as required. We will also continue to communicate with our followers and subscribers at large in a timely manner. As noted previously, public health officials see the reopening as a period of experimentation that will likely lead to a second wave of infection, as we have seen in other parts of the world. There remain opposing medical views on the best way forward. Thank you for watching today's video update. As always, please stay safe. And don't forget to subscribe to our channels and comment below if you have any concerns about Canadian visa and immigration.